This is VOA News. Reporting by remote, I'm David Bird. COVID-19 cases from the new variant are emerging outside of southern Africa, where it was first identified. We get more from AP's Ben Thomas.
This variant is spreading around the world, with 2 cases so far identified here in the UK.
British Prime Minister Boris Johnson announced new measures aimed at containing the spread of the Omicron variant. Many countries are imposing new restrictions on travel from southern Africa, including the US.
We were so slow to act on Delta, and the whole world paid such a high price for it.
Danny Altman is a professor of immunology at Imperial College London.
Let's try and be forewarned and do it properly this time, so I think it probably is warranted.
The good thing is that we have monitoring systems around the world to detect these variants very quickly.
The World Health Organization's Maria Van Kerkhove.
Already, scientists are sharing research with us, information with us, so that we can take action.
Open questions include the effectiveness of current vaccines against Omicron and whether it causes more severe disease. There's been no indication of that so far. I'm Ben Thomas.
News reports in Italy and Germany say that both countries have confirmed cases of the Omicron COVID-19 variant. The Italian news agency La Pressa says an Italian who traveled to Mozambique tested positive for the variant. The business traveler landed in Rome earlier this month and returned to his home near Naples. 5 family members, including 2 school-aged children, have also tested positive. All are isolating in the suburbs of Naples in good condition with light symptoms. A variant case was also confirmed by Sacco Hospital in Milan, and Italy's National Health Institute said the man had received 2 doses of the vaccine. In Germany, meanwhile, 2 travelers have tested positive for the variant, according to a Munich-based microbiology center and the German news agency DPA. This is VOA News. Police fired tear gas in Burkina Faso's capital Saturday during a demonstration against the government's failure to stop a wave of violence by Islamist militants. Reuters' Lucy Fielder reports.
Military police launched tear gas canisters to disperse about 100 protesters who were trying to march towards downtown Ouagadougou on Saturday. Protesters erected barricades and burned tyres and trash cans. Valentin Yamkadougou is spokesman for the Free Burkina Faso movement.
Since he's been empowered, terrorists have spread desolation in this country, and he's incapable of finding a solution to this problem. So we asked for his immediate resignation today, and now, for as long as he doesn't resign, we won't go home.
Opponents of President Roch Kabore called for renewed protests in response to a recent surge of attacks in the West African country, including one by al-Qaeda-linked militants 2 weeks ago that killed 49 military police officers and 4 civilians.
That's Reuters' Lucy Fielder. At least 2 people were killed and 18 injured in western Niger on Saturday when protesters clashed with a French military convoy they blocked after it crossed the border from Burkina Faso. The armored vehicles and logistics trucks had crossed the border Friday after being blocked in Burkina Faso for a week. French military spokesman Colonel Pascal Iani told Reuters news agency that French soldiers and Nigerian military police had fired warning shots to disperse protesters who were trying to pillage and seize the trucks, but said he could not confirm or deny the reported casualties. A court in Siberia on Saturday remanded 5 people in custody for 2 months to face charges related to a mining accident that killed more than 50 people this week. 3 managers of the Listvyazhnaya mine, including its director, were ordered to remain in custody until late January for flouting industrial safety standards. TASS news agency quoted Russia's health ministry as saying Saturday that 60 people were being treated in hospitals for injuries sustained in the accident. There have been huge demonstrations in Istanbul and Rome to call for urgent action against gender-based violence. In Istanbul, thousands of women gathered in the city's Kadıköy district and held up banners, chanted, and demanded urgent action against gender-based violence in Turkey. Meanwhile, in Rome, thousands of protesters marched through the city to denounce what they consider an institutional policy hostile to women, LGBTQ people, and those most exposed to the economic, social, and health crisis. Last year's march was canceled because of the pandemic. Reporting